Elizabeth. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So Patrick let me know that you wanted a reading. So we are going to look into your career path, what's going on with your love life, your romance, your relationship with Patrick, and then we're going to look into if there's any messages from your sister. And I'm very sorry you lost your sister. I'm very, very sorry. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I have a bunch of decks in front of me, and of course I have a bunch behind me. So I'll pick whichever ones I feel drawn to, but we're gonna do tarot first just to see what does the universe want you to know. So what does the universe want Elizabeth to know? What does the universe want Elizabeth to know? What does the universe want Elizabeth to know? Okay, we'll take those. All right, so you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. You have the Four of Cups. And you have the Three of Cups in reverse. So, as I said in Patrick's video, how I read is sometimes I might do the actual literal translation of the traditional tarot meanings, the traditional meanings behind the cards, or I might just pick up and channel whatever messages is coming through, because sometimes the images themselves just trigger something, and then I just start saying whatever comes into my mind, or it could be a combination of both. So if you know tarot, and you're like, Keely, that's not what that card means, that's what's going on. So either I will say what the card traditionally means or what the messages that I'm channeling. So right off the bat, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So there has been a lot of turmoil in your life. A lot of crying. There's been a lot of, I know it's in reverse, but I'm gonna hold it up this way. So a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of feeling of abandonment, just a lot of chaos. And then with this image, I don't know if you see, so there's a bunch of blackbirds, ravens, crows, and then right here's a white bird. So you are being watched. You are being looked over, you have people on the other side watching over you. I mean, you always have, you know, your spirit guides, your angels, everyone watching over you. But I feel like, especially with this white bird, definitely your sister and your other loved ones who have crossed over are definitely watching over you and definitely are there for you in your deepest, darkest, you know, hour. You know what I mean? Like when you are in despair, crying, feeling abandoned, why me? Why won't this get any easier? You do have your friends and family for you, but you also have your friends and family on the other side looking out for you. And I know the card is in reverse, so this time of sadness, this time of feeling like WTF, when is this going to get better, is going to be coming to an end. So you're going to start getting out of this energy fairly soon. And I just want to look up, because I've never pulled that card out of this deck. So let me just see if there's any other messages. Yeah, so the thing is that you've been going through like this really dark period, or you've been having these really dark feelings about yourself, about others, the situation, and this is the time. It's in reverse. So this is the time for you to do the inner work. This is the time for you to look at, why do you react the way that you react? Why do these karmic situations keep happening over and over again? Why are you having these relationships? And I don't mean necessarily romantic, but why are these same reoccurring issues happening for you? Well, it's because the universe is trying to help you to grow, to end these karmic cycles, to end these karmic relationships, so you can grow and you can move forward. So again, there is that feeling of desolation, abandonment, why me, what the fuck, when is this going to get better? Well, in order for it to get better, you can't rely on other people to do the work for you. You have to like literally take your life by its balls and do the inner work. So really look at yourself, really look at your shadow self and see. And I know it's hard because when you look at yourself, when you do the inner work, you have to like really face your own bullshit. Like you really have to call yourself out on your own bullshit. Like all the like the lies and the weird games you play with yourself in order like to make certain things okay. I don't know, does that make sense? But you really have to like call yourself out and be like, okay, enough is enough. Me doing that is not helping me. It's not helping me move forward. So that's what this is calling for. So only you are your own savior. You are your own hero. No one is going to be coming up on their white horse. There's no knight in shining armor. You are your knight in shining armor. But you need to kind of like pick yourself up and be able to do it, okay? So, I mean, you can feel sad. You can feel the feelings that you're feeling, but don't stay in that emotion, that energy for too long, because it's just like this constant loop. And just know that you have your family, you have your friends, and you have your people on the other side looking out for you. They're trying to help you. They're giving you signs. Because like with these birds, I don't feel like it's ominous. I feel like it's like spirit, like energy, family, friends hovering above you, trying to get your attention, especially with this white bird, this kind of like shadow. I know it's not a shadow, but it's like an outline of what these birds are. And that's what I feel like it's definitely spirit, the other side, possibly your sister or other loved ones who passed over. Like they're trying to get your attention. You're in this discomfort for a reason. Shit doesn't happen by accident. You're in this uncomfortable energy for a reason. Only you know the answer, and only you can pull yourself out of it. I mean, you can pull yourself out of it, and you can lean on your friends and family for support to help you when you're in your funk. Totally lean on them for support, but only you can do the work, and only you can save yourself. And then you have the Four of Cups. So you got this girl, and she's looking off, this direction, and she's got 3 empty bowls, empty cups. But over here, she's got a cup that's filled, and you got like this rainbow emanating from it. And she's not even paying attention. She's like, I'm gonna like focus on my empty cups and not look at this one cup. I have only one cup that's filled. And I feel like you're so distracted with all the chaos, all the negativity that's going on, that you're not paying attention to the blessings, the signs that are being presented to you. Yes, there's a lot of shit going on. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying you can't be pissed off or upset or disappointed by that, but yet there's still good stuff going on. So instead of focusing on the negative all the time, I mean, you can look at it, you can say like, oh, that's really shitty, but focus on the positives. So you do have positives going on right now. So turn your head towards, I know it's only one cup, but it's better than no cups, right? So instead of focusing on all the stuff that's going wrong, focus on the 1 or 2 things that are going right for you. And you do have more than 1 or 2 things going on for you that's, a positive. So focus on that. Because I'm pretty sure you're aware of the law of attraction, manifesting. So what you focus on is what you attract. So if you keep on focusing on how shitty things are and like, could anything else happen to me? Well, yeah, if you keep focusing on like waiting for the other shoe to drop, of course more shit's gonna happen. So stop doing that, okay? You're basically shooting yourself in the foot. We all do this. I do this. You know what I mean? We all do this. So this is when you have to stop and be like, okay, yes, that's shitty, but let me stop and take a breather. And what is something that's good going on in my life? And focus on that. Put all of your love and attention to the things that are going correctly, that are working for you, going right for you, so you can amplify that energy so more and more good stuff comes to you. Does that make sense? So you do have good stuff. So the cycle is coming to an end. You have support on this side and the other side. Yes, you have shitty things going on, but yet you still have really good stuff going on. And then the 3 of Cups. So we have like 3 females. Usually when it's this way, it's kind of like a party, celebration. But when it's in reverse, I feel like you need to really focus. You need to really put the time and energy into yourself and what you want to accomplish. Because I feel like you're being distracted. Like this is like a very like distracted like energy. Like she's just so not paying attention. She's got all this really great stuff over here. It's like the grass is greener on the other side, you know, on the other side of the fence. That's kind of like the energy that's going on. She's not even paying attention to the good shit that's going on right here. So I feel like with this card being in reverse is, okay, it's time to stop dilly-dallying, stop trying to distract yourself with other things. I'm not saying you're a partier, but you know what I mean? Like distracting yourself with, I don't know, going out, friendships, material, I don't know. But it's time to focus on yourself so that you can heal yourself, so that you can move forward. And let me just quickly look up just to see if there's anything else. Sorry, I'm just like really out of it today. Yeah, so this is, so totally working on yourself. And then also, if there was a miscommunication recently about mending that, because sometimes the 3 of Cups can also mean there's like a third party, not necessarily that someone's cheating, but there's like a third party, or there's an issue in a relationship where there needs to be there was a misunderstanding or an argument of some sort that needs to be cleared up. But again, it's about you doing your inner work, focusing on yourself. If there was an argument, if there was a miscommunication, if there is a rift going on, that means you need to reflect on yourself. Again, like what I said earlier, figure out why you do the things that you do, why you react the way that you react, and then look at if this is a situation. Look at like, okay, did I cause the situation? Did I react badly? Did I do the same old bullshit that I normally do? Or was it 50-50? Was it this person as well as me who contributed to this argument, this rift? You know what I mean? So it's just, this is about you really looking within to do the work so that you can be better. Because you want to be better. You want to do better. But in order to you know, take that next step up, you really have to do the inner work, and it's very uncomfortable. Trust me, I'm going through it right now. It's not fun calling yourself out on your own bullshit and then trying to end destructive patterns, because clearly, like, I'm gonna speak for myself, clearly the things that I have been doing for a long time are not working for me anymore. They're not serving me anymore. So now I'm having to deal with that. Like, okay, what I've been doing the last several years is no longer working for me. What do I need to do to end that so then I can step forward and, you know, push myself in the direction I want to go? And so there's a lot of like brainstorming on that, you know what I mean? Like getting out of my comfort zone and calling myself out on my own bullshit and realizing, okay, I am my own worst enemy a lot of the time, and I need to knock it off. So what we're gonna look at next is, so let's see, let's ask your guides, what should you do right now? So what should Elizabeth do right now about this, about these cards? So what should Elizabeth do right now? So again, with these cards, I'll say what comes up, but then I will definitely look in the book to see if there's any other kernels of wisdom in there that I didn't pick up or that we could add to it. So we got that. So what else can Elizabeth do right now about this situation, about working on doing the shadow work, doing the inner work? What can Elizabeth do right now to help her grow and move forward? What can Elizabeth do right now to help her grow and move forward? Okay, we're not going to take all of those, but we will take that one, and we'll take this one. All right. So the first card you got is Truth, Higher Self, number 21. So this has got a picture, I don't know if you can see, sorry about the glare, but you got like a bigger like spiritual being in the background, and then you got like in the forefront a person holding candle, and off to the side are like 4 other people. So again, right off the bat, with what I said earlier about the tarot, about being truthful to yourself about what's going on. Really look at yourself and really hold yourself accountable to what's been going on. Like, take responsibility. I'm not like saying like you need to browbeat yourself, make yourself feel bad, but just realize, okay, growing up, you learned certain things from your family, from your friends, from, you know, your upbringing. You learned how to deal with things a certain way. It's not neither bad nor good. It's just, it is what it is. But certain things are no longer working for you, that are toxic, that are not helping you grow spiritually and not helping you achieve what you want to achieve. They're kind of like low vibrational energies. Well, in order to break those cycles, you need to be truthful and honest with yourself, what's working, what's not working, and then seek truth, seek other means of like how to deal with stuff. Okay, so if that means you kind of like have to turn your back on some things that you were taught by your elders, then do so. That's not you being a traitor to your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your parents. It's just that might have worked for them, and it might have worked for that period of their life during that period of time, but that's not relevant now, and that's not relevant to you and who you are today and where you find yourself. You know, life now is completely different than what it was 20 years ago, even a year ago. You know what I mean? So that shit that our parents used to do that worked for them, or their outlook, or how they used to do things, is no longer relevant. That stuff doesn't work. So you need to look within, be truthful with yourself, and really push yourself out of your comfort zones, and really like find other means to deal with certain situations that are not, that you didn't grow up with, that are different ideas, or things that you have been interested in, but you haven't done them for whatever reason. So let's look and see. Your higher self is present, activating your powers of reason and intellect. It asks you to develop clarity and objectivity when looking at your life, rather than interpreting events through the murky and distorted waters of emotion. Strive to see the reality of what happened in the past so that you can acquire more accurate understanding of what's going on. You may notice the things that make you uncomfortable or challenge your ethics. Ask your higher self to give you the courage to stand up for your truth and address difficult situations at their core, rather than distance yourself or pretend you don't see the real problem because they make you uncomfortable. Like the child in the fairy tale, the emperor's new clothes, your higher self is motivating you to not only see life more deeply, but also to share your perceptions with those around you. This is the time, for example, to address your unbalanced budget and to look at ways to cut corners. It's also time to acknowledge your ever-expanding waistline and to seek what's really eating at you. These are just examples. This is when you need to step away from your emotions and dispassionately study the problems at hand so that you can come to the solution without blame and projection. Ask yourself what the problem is, not who the problem is. Only you can begin to find the real solutions on productive outcomes. Your higher self is sharpening your perception and clarifying your view so that you can make an important and necessary changes at this time. As Carl Jung once said, when the diagnosis is correct, the healing begins. And your higher self message is, look for the truth behind appearances. So again, it's exactly what I said earlier about you doing the inner work, but really being honest with yourself about what's going on. And again, not browbeating yourself, not making yourself feel guilty. It is what it is. Shit happened, okay? You did the best that you could with the tools that you had at the time, okay? We all make mistakes, we all do things, but don't make yourself feel bad about it, okay? It's time to just look at this objectivity, I can't say it. You know what I'm trying to say. Just look at the situation and be like, okay, this is what it is. What can I learn from this? How can I be a better person for myself and those around me? And that requires you to be truthful and honest. Like, did I cause this chaos? Did I shoot my mouth off? Or did I project my insecurities, my past hurts? Did I project onto the person or onto the situation, and then that's what I got back? You know what I mean? So again, it's like the law of attraction and manifestation. If you think the world is a fucked up place, then you're gonna see a fucked up world. I'm not saying that you won't see like glimpses of joy and everything, but if you constantly see the negative, if you're constantly looking at people to be disappointed by people, of course you're going to constantly be disappointed, because that's all you're going to see is you're going to see how people fuck up and disappoint you, or how life is hard and you can never catch a break. What you put out is what you get back. Negative, positive energies, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that these are necessarily things that you do. I'm just giving examples. But it's kind of like if you start focusing, again, like this card, she's got all these empty cups, but she's got this one beautiful cup that's overflowing with all these blessings. If only she would turn her fucking head and look at how much is going on for her. If she only focused on this, it would magnify and fill up these cups. You know what I mean? So this is asking you to call yourself out on your bullshit, take life by its balls, like I said earlier, or tits, whatever, and really start manifesting, creating the life that you want. But in order to do that, you're gonna have to end old patterns, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. And then we have competition, number 17, warrior guides. So right off the bat, I don't know if you're comparing yourself to other people, but you need to stop, okay? Because where you are at is the most perfect place for you to be at this point in time, okay? You cannot compare yourself to your peers, to people online, to your parents, to whomever. You can't compare yourself, okay? Everyone's on their own journey doing exactly what they need to do at that exact time. And you kind of have to like mind your own fucking business, okay? It's kind of like keep your nose down, do the work, do what you need to do, and don't look at other people. Like literally right now, you're just gonna have to put like your spiritual blinders on so you can focus on you. Because this competition, I don't know if like you're envious of other people who have I'm just gonna say it, who have boyfriends that are not in prison, who get to have a husband, who get to, have sex on a regular basis, who get to have that loving support, who, have a family, who have a really great job. All of that stuff, you need to stop. I know it's easier said than done, but this is about you on your spiritual journey and you focusing on yourself. So let's see, what does 17 have to say? What does competition have to say? Okay, so Patrick did tell me, no, don't get mad at him. In so many words, I don't know if you guys got into an argument recently. I don't know anything, just that he said that there was an argument of some sort. Don't get mad at him, but I just want you to know, I know that. I don't know the particulars. So this is what's come up. So it came up with this card, with, talking through stuff, possibly a disagreement, a tiff. This is what this card says. Is the time, excuse me, of conflict and challenge, pure and simple. No matter how you look at it, confrontation and discord are on your horizon. Others don't agree with you or see your perspective. They don't intend to cooperate with you in any way. This could surface in such ways as legal battles, divorce proceedings, and contract negotiations, or it could just be an impasse with a spouse over a raised toilet seat. Whatever the issue is, there's no immediate or easy resolution. You've attracted a worthy opponent, so prepare to go the distance. Excuse me. This is not to assume, however, that such combative scenarios are always a bad thing. Your warrior guides are present to enlighten you about the benefits of sparring with others. Competition brings out your best and unleashes your passion and commitment in what you believe in. It develops your strength and prevents you from being victimized or manipulated by others. And it teaches you the need to respect others too, and not mindlessly impose your will on them. Your warrior guide suggests that when you do battle with others, it's best to fight fairly and learn from the conflict. Don't compete to let off steam. Fight for progress and higher understanding for all concerned, rather than just being difficult to get your own way. Hidden within the drama of battle and competition are the seeds of true understanding and compassion. The best spiritual warriors always strive for a win-win outcome. Your warrior guide suggests that you embrace the battles at hand and find your strength and reach for growth. Fight the good fight with your adversaries, but pray for divine justice to prevail, not just for your personal version of justice. The message is fight fair, but concede when you are in the wrong. So yeah, again, none of my business what if you had an argument or disagreement, conflict of some sort. That's just further confirmation to work through those things, because it's like I feel like what came through when I was reading that is like the couples who fight the most, not like physical fight, but I feel like the couples who fight the most or have the most arguments or disagreements are the ones that are trying to fight for their relationship, that they want to be better with themselves. It's not always the case, but you know what I mean? I feel like the couples who are really dedicated to each other really pressure each other to grow, to really push each other to grow. Like my husband and I, like before he left for his deployment, like we got into this huge, like really big argument, like really big. And it's because I know he can do better and I want him to grow with me. And I'm really pushing, like he pushes back on me to get me out of my comfort zone and really pushes me, and I push him. But that's because I want to be with him. I want to grow old with him, but we have to get over our past issues to do that. We have to call each other out in a respectable way to grow. Does that make sense? I'm babbling. But anyway, that's what came through. And then we have Epiphany, higher self, number 18. Excuse me. I should have had water in here. Oh well. So you're definitely going to have an epiphany for sure when you're doing all this inner work and then possibly working through whatever issue with Patrick. You're definitely going to have, as Oprah would say, the aha moment of realizing why you do the things that you do, or how you can get out of your funk or out of this like slump that you're feeling that you're in. I mean, oh, we got 17, 18. I didn't realize that was in succession. Okay. Congratulations, you're getting out of your head and connecting more directly with your soul. The flow of communication between you and your higher yourself is strengthening daily, allowing you to directly access spirit guides, angels, and the spirit teachers more readily. As you connect with your higher self, contact with your higher self deepens, answers will suddenly plop into your consciousness like gifts from above. And your aha moments will appear with greater frequency, like light bulbs switching on in your head. I've never gotten this card before, so I think that's funny. Over and over, you'll find yourself in the right place at the right time. Under the influence of your higher self, you're steadily becoming more spontaneous, dancing synchronistic flow with life rather than swimming upstream against the current. Your higher self encourages you to unhesitatingly trust your vibes at all times. Surrender your ego to them and allow yourself to be gently led rather than yielding to old ways of figuring things out. Again, doing things differently. You got to do things differently. You're being gifted with endless spiritual direction and a deeper understanding of your soul's journey. Remain in constant dialogue with your higher self and ask it to override your limited perception and to keep you on your true path. Then go with the flow. Your higher self's message is listen to me. Yeah. So to help you with the stagnation of the vibes of these cards, totally listen to your intuition, and then ask your higher self, your spirit guides, your angels, God, universe, whomever, to give you signs however you want them in your dreams, like through synchronistic like run-ins with people, or you accidentally like stumble upon some really cool helpful videos on YouTube, whatever it may be, to help you get out of your funk. Because when you ask the universe exactly what you want, the universe will give it to you. So if you ask the universe, hey, I feel stuck, but I don't know how to break these old cycles, but I know I want to do it and I want to do the work, help me find a way to do it. You know what I mean? If you ask, you shall receive. You just gotta be open to it. You gotta be open to it. Because it's happening. It's there. It's like literally what I'm feeling like is here you are, and like there's like a wall, and all like this rainbow and good shit is like on the other side of the wall. You just have to like break down your wall, break down the old karmic relationships, the lessons, and do the inner work so you can, you know, knock that wall down so that things can come to you more readily. I mean, because things are flowing to you, because I feel like that wall is kind of like a dam and it's not flowing to you as quickly as it would like to flow to you. But you got to do the inner work, and you're doing it. But this is further confirmation to go deep, like get uncomfortable. Okay, so let's look at your relationship with Patrick. So what's going on with your okay, cards are jumping. Okay, I'll take that one because that one popped out. So what's going on with your relationship with Patrick? Okay. All right, so you got free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Sorry, it's like it's a unicorn, essentially. So free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Again, the vibe of this reading so far is free yourself from the old bullshit, the old karmic stuff, the negative things, thoughts and patterns that you've learned from your elders that are no longer serving you, okay? When you free yourself from these old ways of being, old ways of doing, then more blessings will come to you. You'll be more comfortable in your own skin. You know what I mean? Like things are going to be happening for you, but you need to end these old ways of being. So when you free yourself, you can take control of your life. And then there's children. Your love life is being affected by children. So I don't know if you have kids. I don't know. And then you have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Kind of self-explanatory. Let me look. Okay, so I have another deck. Okay, let's do the Love Oracle. Let's see what else comes through. I mean, these are promising cards, you know, like there's nothing wrong. I mean, because kids, if you have kids, or if Patrick has kids, you know, kids, you know, do affect your love life, not necessarily in a negative way all the time, but, you know, they can complicate things when you have kids. Oh yeah, he's got 2 daughters. I knew that, but I don't know if you have kids. Anyway, because he told me about his daughters. Anyway, so sometimes, you know, kids can complicate things. Because when sometimes, well, usually, you know, if you're in a relationship with someone, sometimes their kids have to come before the partner, the other person, and that can sometimes piss the other person off. Like, I mean, intellectually they'll know, like, duh, you know, these are their kids, they're responsible, they're the parent, of course they come first, but then you're like, but I'm the lover, I should be up there too, you know what I mean? So sometimes there might be a little resentment, or just feeling like you're not as important. I'm not saying this is necessarily your situation, I'm just saying just in general terms. Okay, so what, okay, that one just wants to come out, so we're gonna do that one. So what does Elizabeth need to know about her relationship with Patrick? What's going on? Okay, let's do these 2 and see if I need to pull more. So you have this one. This is, if you could do anything, what would it be? Answer dwells within your heart, not your mind. For your heart is the gateway to the soul. Again, this goes with the healing. This goes with you ending karmic cycles. What is it that you want? What would it be? And listen to your higher self. Listen to your heart. You know exactly what you want, what you desire, and manifest it. Work on manifesting. Work on the law of attraction to help you get it, okay? And I love how it's just a woman. Just you focusing on you. Again, free yourself so that you can get what you want. This is about you. And then we have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. So I feel like, I mean, clearly during this time, I don't think you can get conjugal visits. I don't know how that works, but, you know, I don't know if he's been talking to you about sex magic or, you know, connecting on the 5D sense that way, but you're going to have to connect with, not have to, but if you want to connect with him, you're going to have to connect with him sexually on like the 5D sense, on the spiritual level. because you can't, otherwise right now. So, but there is that energy about the two of you, that there is that divine understanding, that the sexual union, that you honor both of you guys, and where you both want to find true bliss with each other. So what other messages? Is there any other? Let me take this one. These cards are really thick. Oh, we got two. Okay, we'll take these. We got two more. So transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So I feel like, again, with this whole competition, which card was it? But this card that talked about conflict, but how it could make, I think it's this card, that you both are pushing yourselves to be better, not only for yourselves, but for each other in your relationship. I feel like if you guys had work on your communication, having more honest communication about what you're feeling, what you're going through, and then listening to it, I'm not saying that you don't, I'm just saying further really go into depth however you can. This will really deepen and transform your relationship, because it says love conquers and transforms all things. And then you have this card, and it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in. Again, it's like this card, what I said earlier, like with this one. No matter how shitty it seems with all these empty cups, you still got some good shit going on. So close your eyes and tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful and allow joy in your life regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, okay? So I'm sorry this isn't more like clarity, like, yes, you guys are gonna be together forever. But this is a good thing. I like how this is balanced, because it's not just all about him, all about just your romantic relationship with him. It's about you doing you taking care of you, and then there's a little bit about the both of you. But it's not like all hinged on him, you know what I mean? It's about love, tapping into that love energy, and like love conquers all. Because you both respect and love each other, that's for damn sure. But this is more about you. This is more about you loving you, you being kind to yourself, you holding yourself accountable, you raising yourself up, you being your white knight, or, you know what I mean, like your knight in shining armor, you know what I mean? This is about you saving yourself, you being that energy for you, okay? You can do it. You can totally do it. You are doing it. This is confirmation to keep going, because you're being led down this path for a reason. And yes, it's going to be difficult. Yes, you're going to have times where you're like, what the fuck, I just want to give up. But that's when you need to keep going, okay? Like, if you have to take a break from doing the inner work and just give yourself a mental, spiritual break for a day or two, do that. But you're being guided to do this work, to really push yourself, to raise yourself up. And I feel like I'm like, didn't do something. Your job. All right, let's see what time it is. Okay, sorry. Okay, you're calling. What should you do? Are you being called to do? What should Elizabeth do? What is her calling? What is Elizabeth's life purpose? What is her life's purpose? Sorry, I got distracted by the cards. What is her life's purpose? You're probably like wondering, when the hell are you gonna get to that part, Keely? What is life's purpose? What is Elizabeth's life's purpose? What should Elizabeth be doing? What is Elizabeth's life purpose? Okay. I'm gonna take this one. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Which is your reading so far, is to ask. And I talked about you asking exactly what you want. The universe will provide. Your spirit guides, your angels, your family members on the other side will give you signs to where you need to go. I said that earlier in your reading. That's further confirmation. You just got to ask, pray, meditate, however you do it. you need to write it down. It's always good to write things down. I found that was because I do sigil magic, but before I even knew what sigil magic was, I'd always would write stuff down because I was like the queen of manifesting. And it was because I was writing it down. I didn't know at the time it was kind of like a different level of sigil magic. I didn't know that, but write shit down. Write exactly what you want to happen, the good stuff. What do you want to happen? What do you want? Write it down and then put it someplace where you see it all the time. So if it's by like your mirror, if it's on your mirror, if it's by a door frame, like on a door frame, in your kitchen, I don't know. But somewhere you see it all the time, so you think about it. Heart's desires. The angels are supporting and guiding and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So, again, write it down. Manifest the fuck out of it. Ask the universe to give you signs, to help you, like if you're unsure about something, listen to your intuition. Look for the signs. You're being supported. Your heart's desires are trying to come to you, okay? The universe hears you. What you want to do, the universe wants to give you. It's just sometimes we get in our own ways, our egos, and our fear gets in the way of what if I fail? But what if you succeed? What if you succeed? That's the thing. So what does Elizabeth need to do? What's her calling? Okay. Spiritual teacher, you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. I'm going to stop there, okay? So this could be anything, really. I mean, anything, spiritual teacher. You can heal with your classes or sessions or seminars. I feel these are pretty self-explanatory. Let me look at this one. So you could be like, become like a Reiki master and then become like a teacher for other Reiki students, or I don't know. I don't know what you're drawn to, but you could become a teacher. Okay, 79. Become a teacher. Get really good at what you do. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. You're a healer who reaches your audience with words. You teach in a way that brings healings, blessings to your clients, readers, and listeners. You even do so with your family and friends. In fact, people seek out for your guidance, including strangers who tell you their intimate secrets and pressing problems. Your trustworthy nature and shining inner light signal to others that you're a natural-born spiritual healer. This card indicates that you wish to be a spiritual healer for the joy of it, without ego concerns about fame or fortune. You're a natural channeler who brings divine guidance to others who ask you questions about their lives. You're so acutely observant about human nature, especially as it relates to the spiritual path. As a result, you bring your unique voice to the field of spiritual teaching. As long as you remain focused on the service and being your natural self, you will find a wide and receptive audience for your work. Take a moment now to ask your guardian angels, what is my next step for me to take upon my pathway as a spiritual teacher? Notice the thoughts and feelings and signs that come to you as answers, and continue asking the angels for additional clarification. Yeah. So you definitely have this going on. It's just you need to fine tune exactly what that path is for you. I don't know if you need to. I think you said that were you going to go become like a Reiki master? Reiki? I don't know. I can't remember what Patrick said, but I don't know if that's the route, or you like, because I don't know if you've seen on YouTube, like there's Reiki, I can't ever say it right, but there's people online who do by proxy healing sessions. I don't know if that's the route, but anyway, you'll figure it out. Ask the universe, pray, ask for guidance, and you'll get it. Okay, you'll get it in a way that you'll understand it. You won't miss the signs, because God, the universe, your spirit guides, your angels will make sure that you'll get the message loud and clear what exactly you need to do and when you need to do it. Okay, so I just ordered, it's brand new, I don't know if you see the plastic, Talking to Heaven. I ordered this a couple weeks ago, so it's kind of cool. But I got this, and then Patrick told me, sorry about your sister. So, you're the first person I'm going to use these cards on. So what time is it? Sorry, your reading's a little long. Okay. I've never used this, so we're going to check it out, and I'll check out the book, because I've never used them before. So make sure I shuffle them really well. So yeah, let's just see what comes through. So a lot of times, you know, our loved ones come through like in dreams. You can ask before you go to bed. Ask your psyche, your higher self, you know, could I, you know, dream about so-and-so? Could they come to me in a dream and tell me what I need to know? If there are any like messages they want to tell me. Pay attention if like you find like coins on the ground, feathers, dragonflies, butterflies, ladybugs, whatever, or something that's like personal between you and that person, that like something that was like special to them or to the both of you. You'll be getting those messages to let you know that that person is near and that they're looking out for you. So this came through. I was met by so many loving people. So that's nice. So when she crossed over, there was a bunch of people waiting for her. I am not surprised by that. So else, what does the sister want to say? Okay, so then it says, sorry, please forgive me. And then, life is a series of choices. Choose love. Again, confirmation that love conquers all. If you come from a place of love, you can't fuck that up. So when you're like communicating with the universe exactly what you want to do it from a place of love. When you're communicating with people who, you know, irritate the fuck out of you, try to do it from a place of love. But life is a series of choices. Always like choose love. What else? Great advice. Great advice. It's hard to do sometimes, but that's, you can't, like I said, you can't fuck it up when you come from a place of love. When you try to handle stressful and awful situations from a place of love and compassion and grace, you can't fuck it up. And gratitude. If you come from a place of gratitude, then you'll amplify that, you know. Instead of looking at the glass half empty or empty in that case. Okay, I feel healthy and happy. So I don't know if she had a painful passing or she was miserable for a long period of time. But know that she's on the other side. She's cool, you know what I mean? Like she's in a good place. She doesn't have the physical body holding her back. Okay, what is this one? Spirit messages. The spirit messages. So yeah, like I said, like she's coming through in this card for me. Like I told you, like this bird. So I don't know if like you have a flock of people, like literally you have a flock of people around you, but then this bird, like I said, is kind of like the outline. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like that's her. She's still there. She's still there for you. She's not there in the physical form, but she's still there. But yeah, but she was met by a lot of people. You know, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So I don't know if you guys had an argument before she passed, or she made choices that were not very popular, or if she left like a mess behind, like financially, or she left kids behind, you know, if she didn't plan, like, I don't know. Just please forgive me. I'm sorry, please forgive me. So I feel like, did she not plan? Did she not, like, no judgment. Did she not get all of her ducks in a row before she passed? Did it happen too quickly? I don't know. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. I feel happy and healthy. So, yeah, she's fine. She's with you. Okay, a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna cry. Sorry. Wow, that never happened before. I'm reading for somebody else and I fucking cried. Okay, she knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that... Oh my God. that the special bond of love will never be broken. So I don't know if she was older than you, or if she was like a mother-like figure for you, or if she kind of like was bossy, like a mom. I don't know. But a mother's love, like I feel like that's the energy. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time, holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that a special bond of love can never be broken. Sorry. It's just like a flood of emotions. Oh, God. Okay, what else? Does she want to say anything else? Okay, well, I'm going to end with... Okay, self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there'll be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Like I said earlier, you're like, our egos get in the way, us being fearful get in the way of us accomplishing. So yes, it is a form of self-sabotage. So she's asking you to really do the inner work, to really stop sabotaging yourself with doing the things that you've been doing and then they're not working for you anymore. So she's asking you to please stop. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So do the inner work. You're being guided, okay? You're being pushed. You're being gently pushed towards this route, okay? Or you're getting confirmation. Keep doing the work. Well, this is interesting. You got father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love often unquantifiable in that it can be tapped into any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds that any of us will experience. So again, I don't know if your dad's around or not, or that father figure that's in that was in your life or is in your life. Again, it doesn't matter if it's here or on the other side. But it's interesting because I like my readings to be balanced. Because when I talk about stuff, I always like to talk about the masculine and feminine because we all have both masculine and feminine energies. And I like how that came through. So we have a mother's love, and we have a father's love. So a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, and that it can be tapped into any time for whatever reason, whether your father's still here or past. The father's love is one of the strongest bonds of any of us will experience. So this, what comes to me instantly is you tapping into the universe, God. It doesn't have to be the Christian. I grew up with, going to church and everything, so I don't follow that route anymore, but instinctively, that's where I go, just naturally. Source. Tap into source. However, whomever you believe you call that, tap into source. That father's love. We got both. We got the divine masculine and feminine right here. She's asking you to tap into source, tap into God, tap into the universe, whatever you want to call it. The masculine and the feminine energy to help guide you, okay? Everything's about love and strength. You have the power within you to raise yourself up, to be your own hero. Further confirmation that you're being supported and that you can tap into that energy to save yourself. All right? You can do it. Like, you're getting confirmation left and right. And I'm sorry I cried. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to apologize for having an emotional response. It's just awkward. You don't know me, and I just cried on camera. A little awkward, but it was just a heavy feeling. Not necessarily bad. It was just very reminiscent of when my mom died, like those initial feelings. My mom died 5 years ago, so that was intense. Okay. What time is it? Ooh, we're cutting it close. But let me do charms and see what comes up for you. So again, like I told Patrick, so this is just kind of like for shits and giggles. Not everything. When it comes to readings with me or with anybody else out there, do not try to shoehorn a reading to fit, okay? Not every reading not every card, not every charm is going to resonate with you, and that's okay. I mean, sometimes some things will resonate like a few weeks later, like, oh, well, that finally happened, you know, that situation finally happened, or I finally realized what that was about. I'm just saying is not everything has to fit, not, you know, you don't have to shoehorn things to make it fit, okay? If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You can just let it go. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we have letter E, letter T, and V. So I don't know if those are besides your name. I don't know if those letters mean anything to you, or they spell the word vet. But V-E-T. And then you have angel. So you definitely, like I said, throughout the whole reading, you definitely have your angels, your spirit guides, your your family members on the other side supporting you. One direction. Yeah, so you're going in this direction. Just keep going in this one direction. Do not get sidetracked. Don't get distracted by other stuff, okay? You're on the right path. Just keep going on it, okay? And then inspire. So you inspire others. This goes with the whole spiritual teacher thing, that you inspire others. That's why like people come up to you, but like seek your advice. Because I have that. Before I started doing reading, which, you know, I started just doing tarot just a few months ago. Before that, I never did it. I'm extreme introvert. I don't like people. I say that jokingly. I mean, I really do. I don't like crowds. I don't like fake people. I don't like shallow people. I don't like bullshitty, you know, shitty people. I like quality. I like high quality people. Anyway, but I would have the most random people come up to me and like tell me like what that card said, like their deepest and darkest secrets, and I'm like, oh, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? But like random things. And then when I worked for the police department, yes, I worked in law enforcement. I was a 911 dispatcher, and every fucking night, no joke, I always got the suicidal callers every time, and it was always some guy. So, and it was like so draining. But like every night there was someone who was gonna like want to off themselves or threaten, not necessarily gonna follow through, but you know what I mean. And I would get the person on the phone, and they were telling me everything that was going on. Like the girlfriend left them, and I found out like that, you know, their baby mama, like that wasn't their baby. Anyway, but you inspire others. Like people come to me now because I inspire, which is fine. I mean, I'm tapping into that energy, so it's good. Before I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then you have a boat, a sailboat. So you're on your journey. The wind is blowing in your sails, okay? Like you're on this journey that's not stagnant. You're not stuck, okay? You're being pushed forward, but not like pushed like you're not ready. It's like the universe is like providing you with all this wind to help you propel you to go forward, because you're on your own like sacred destiny, your sacred journey to where you need to go. And it's a beautiful experience. You know, you're like the master of your own ship. You can steer yourself in where you want to go. I never got that charm before. And then you have watermelon. So I don't know if you like watermelon, what that has a meaning. Why did I think of Beyonce's song? Was it Watermelon Seeds? Or I don't know. I just thought of that's lyric from that one song. Anyway, I don't know if this like signifies like summer for you, or somebody liked watermelon, or they like the colors. Anyway, red and green and white and black. I don't know. And then number 1. So we got kids coming. So this is a baby with 1. So I don't know if you got, again, kids came up. So I don't know if you got 1 kid or someone's approaching their first birthday. But anyway, in general, because with this charm, I like to say just in general, children, a child, important. Either you have a kid, there's children involved, or there will be children involved. Again, comes up with the cards. And then you have a bicycle. So to me, that's like forward movement, seeking, you have to have balance, right, to ride a bicycle. So in order for you to move forward, to go on this journey, you also need to seek balance. You can't be one extreme or the other. you need to have more balance in your life to help you on this road. And then you have, okay, so some of these charms are made in a foreign country and they don't always make the most sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. This doesn't make sense. I'm not going to say it because it doesn't make any sense. I can't even paraphrase it. Okay, so then you have a star with a tree. I've never gotten this one too. That's pretty cool. So star and a tree. It brings up like family tree, family, and then star like in the heavens, heaven. So definitely being supported and through the other side, through your ancestors, your family members who have passed. You're definitely being supported and seen and heard, okay? So like again, if you feel like you got another family tree, life is a gift. So again, that's kind of coming through with what these cards are saying. Life is a series of choices, choose love. It's kind of like the same vibe. Life is a gift. So some people's lives get cut short, unfairly short, and they're asking you to just embrace life to the fullest and like come from a place of love, live in a place of love, be a decent human being. And then this to me is kind of like a sacred geometry. I don't know the name of it, but it just reminds me of like sacred geometry. Just tapping into the sacredness of yourself and the universe to get the answers that you seek. And then follow your heart. Yeah, again, you can't go wrong when you come from a place of love. Not just romantic love, but just love in general. Follow your heart. She dreams of faraway places and daring adventures. Again, that goes with this. Your whole reading. And the boat. And then One Direction. Dream big. Okay? And then dream bigger. And then write it down. Fucking manifest the shit out of it, okay? Seriously. Write your what you would think the most ridiculous dream you have of what you would want for yourself. Write it down. And you can make it happen. Like my dream right now, give you an example, is wouldn't it be cool if I can make money when I'm sleeping? What I mean is, once I get my YouTube channel up and running, wouldn't it be cool if I had so many subscribers that people are watching my videos around the clock, and while I'm sleeping, you know, I'm raking up the minutes and the money so that YouTube can send me a check? Wouldn't that be great if I could sleep and make money, or that during the day when I'm playing with my kids or whatever, that I'm making money doing something I love, and when I'm not necessarily focusing on it, like I could live my own life, like I can be with my kids, but people are watching my videos and raking up my minutes and, you know, AdSense and all that, and, you know, making money that way. Wouldn't that be cool? That's one of my dreams. But anyway, that's just an example. And then you have a heart. So you got big heart. So you have big heart. You got a lot of love around you. A lot of love coming to you. And then we have Santa Claus. So I don't know if Christmas, besides Christmas being Christmas, is important to you. But I also feel like with this, Santa Claus is also the bearer of good news, gifts. So I feel like there's a lot of gifts coming your way, a lot of unexpected gifts that are coming your way. You have to be open to them. Even if they're small, like this goes with this card. Even if they're small, I feel like there's a lot of gifts coming your way. And then we have the arrow. Again, One Direction. I have that vibe. I feel like if focused, you'll hit your target. If you focus and if you're driven and you do the inner work and do this difficult stuff, you will hit your target of where you want to go, what you want to be. Protected. Yes, you are protected. And then we got the 26.2, which is the distance of a marathon. So this isn't a sprint, this journey. It is a marathon. So slow and steady wins the race. Again, you have another family tree. You got another tree. As above, so below. That's just what came through. So as above, so below. You need to have the balance. And then butterfly. Butterflies can, you know, come through, like loved ones can come through as butterflies that, you know, cross your path, or this is your transcendence, you're transcending, you're on this beautiful journey, you're going to rise above, you're like in your cocoon state, you might be going through, you know how like when butterflies make their cocoon, they literally like dissolve into gook, like nothing. They dissolve into gook, and then they get back together, like they form a solid thing, a being, and then they break out of their cocoon as the butterfly. I feel like that's what you have to do. You have to get down to the nitty-gritty details, get down and dirty, and like get into the gook, just be slime, be goo, and then you'll transform into who you are meant to be, who you are becoming, and you'll be the pretty butterfly. But it also can symbolize that you can get another butterfly. Symbols from your loved ones from the other side. And then family, again, family's coming through loud and clear. Family is very important. Follow your heart, again, follow your heart. And then forever, like love is forever. That came through with everything through your reading. And then the key, you hold the key to your own destiny, okay? Like I said, you can unlock your true potential. Nobody else can. You can be inspired by others, but only you can do the work in order to unlock to your true potential of who you're meant to be, who you are becoming. And then you have like I think this is a pine cone. This to me is like new life, new beginnings, something grander. Like this, it might be so freakishly tiny, but it's gonna grow up to something really big and beautiful. You know, like a big like redwood tree. That's what I think of, or a pine tree. It may start off small, but if you keep nurturing it, it's gonna grow into something huge. It's gonna be beautiful. And then last but not least, you got a banana. I don't know if you like bananas, or we can take this as a phallic symbol. I don't know. You can interpret it as you want. But there you go. You got a nana. Well, Elizabeth, I hope you like your reading. I'm going to try to upload it. Wow, this is like a really long reading. I'm going to upload it, and hopefully you'll get to it tonight, or hopefully I'll upload it tonight, and maybe you'll get to see it tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you liked your reading. Let me know if any of it resonated, and we will chat later. Bye.